I'm not making this a career move, but I got to do what I have to do to make things meet. I have to make my ends meet, and I'm not afraid of work. I've been on the streets for about 3 years now, and I have nobody to blame for this. I've lost too many friends, man, from either violence or drug use, and I feel like if I don't do something real quick, my number's going to come up.
It's a dangerous myth that people sometimes say people want to be homeless. I think it's a misperception, and it has cruel consequences. I've never met a homeless person that wouldn't prefer to have security and the comfort of a roof over their head.
I don't blame the world for my shortcomings. I don't blame anyone except myself. I'd always been able to provide for myself. I always had a good job. And all of a sudden, after my second divorce, I kind of just lost it. At that particular time I was working for Boeing. I'd been working for them like about 6 years. Then all that was gone, so it was kind of like my whole life had ended, so to speak. And I didn't really handle it very well. I didn't know how to just really reach out and let a person know that I'm in trouble here. I tried to do it alone, but eventually I come to find out I couldn't do it alone.
One of the hardest things about living in the streets is you don't know about getting robbed or raped out there because you're by yourself out there. You don't know where you're going to be the next minute. You're always in fear, always looking over your shoulder.
I got the job of my dream, which was a concierge, and I worked on the cruise ships. I did it until I was 51 years old. I had met this gentleman, and he said, well, try one of these. And I ended up liking him, getting involved in him. So they ended up having to fire me. And then my insecurities came out. I continued using drugs because that was the only thing that made me feel better. I would give anything to have that job back. It was the best job in the world for me.
I was born in New York City. I had friends in New York, a job in New York, a lifestyle in New York that was of my own creation. Life for me in Seattle, away from my home, it was horrible. I wasn't accepting the fact that I was schizophrenic. I wasn't accepting the fact that, I had a drug and alcohol problem. I wasn't accepting anything. I was totally spiritually bankrupt. I had nothing left.
I think by moving in here, one of the most important things that people develop is hope, truly. There's a sense of hope that they have a chance at renewal, both physically and emotionally, that they can do things they've never been able to do while they've been on the street and struggling to survive.
Since I've moved here, it has given me time to reconnect with my family. I was gone away for 28 years and they didn't know if I was alive or dead. I'm really enjoying my life. Get to know all my family members across country. They're there for me, so I'm feeling good, and I love my 514. I'm stable enough now, that I think, I can deal with things again. Maybe it's time for someone else to have this spot, to have the same opportunities that was afforded to me. Others have helped me out, so it's time for me to try to pay back and to give someone else a chance to, start living a life again, because living out there on them streets is not a life.
Plymouth Housing Group enabled me to become clean and sober and stay clean and sober and actually get a job, and enabled me to want better things for myself. I want my language to improve. I want to stop cussing. I want to be able to articulate thoughts to people. The people that made this housing available have done me a great service. They can be confident in the fact that what they've done for me is going to continue, and I'm going to give it back.
Thanks to Plymouth Housing, they showed me a way and gave me a way. I just want to thank them, for a new sort of life. I've been reborn.
My goal was to get in here, and I got in here in 7 months. And they're so proud of me, you know, and they gave me an award yesterday, and I'm hoping that within the next few months we can find me even a part-time job. I know that this will work for me. I know it will. And I pray to God every night to help me through it.
I think we're all one community, and I think one of the most important things each of us can do as community members is to be outraged that homelessness exists, and positively, actively outraged. We can be talking to each other, we can be talking to people who are homeless and dispelling some of the fears we might have or some of the myths we might harbor, and find out they're human beings just like we are.
What do you think will be the difference for you? Like, if you get housing, how will your life change?
My life will change big time. For once, I can really work. I mean, I can get an actual real job, clock in and clock out, you know, because I've had many of those in my life. I need to get a real income. Once you're in that rut, it's really hard to, you know, climb out of it. But like I said, I got faith in myself. You can't keep a good man down, you know, and I will fly, man. I will, I'll fly. And Plymouth Housing will be proud. They will be proud.